we're not late yet. We had the first sell of this level here. Okay, we had the first sell here. So just for the recording sake, because I'm gonna post this on YouTube. So reason why I took this sell here. Reason why I took this sell here. Number one, price is above new day midnight opening, and if you look back, you can see that we took out buy side liquidity, and we haven't taken out the sell side liquidity yet. All right, not just only that, if we zoom in, we can see that we had this order block here. All right, and order flow, it's bearish. Order flow is bearish, though we still reacting off this high time frame fair value gap, but order flow is bearish. So we need to, for me, it's not must, but I think this needs to be taken out. All right, so that was the reason why for that sell, but still I didn't hold my trade till here. So having that in mind, so I told myself, okay, even when price was here, I wanted to see a manipulation with sweeping highs, which could be 1 hour highs. You can see it was a 1 hour high, swept this, and sweeping that, then getting into New York opening, I was looking for an entry, right? So this was the entry. So as we swept this, close bearish, I took my trade, placing my stop loss here, targeting this low and this low. But as soon as price got here, I closed my trade. All right. So now, what are we looking for? We want to see if price wants to take out this, or just settle with us, then reverse back up. So now we just have to wait and see what's going to happen. So I'm just going to wait for 5 minutes. 5 minutes time frame, right? I don't want to go too low to look for entries, because the order flow is still bearish, right? So as we swept this, maybe, and again, I don't know, like price is just in the range, you know. This range, we just have to be careful. There's nothing, I don't see any other block anymore inside. This last one has been swept, all right? Unless if you want to judge by this and say, okay, price is still inside of this one. But yeah, let's see how this thing goes, okay? So yeah, and this is the higher time frame also. This is a higher time frame. You can see we already filled this fair value gap. It's been filled, right? It's been filled. So if price come back here, it's likely that it might keep going higher from here, because this has been filled, nothing else is left. So, but let's see if price wants to continue going lower or higher, because if you look here, this was also an order block on higher time frame, right? This is an order block on higher time frame. Why is it an order block? We swept the high and close below it, so it's an order block. It doesn't matter if it holds or if it doesn't hold. An order block is an order block. We don't trade everything in the market, all right? So we have to see what wants to happen next. We're not going to rush anything because we already had our first sell here, so we just wait and see what's going to happen. Because for me, this was going to be my main trade, okay? This was just, you know, just little risk and just take it. But this was going to be my main trade from here. So let's see what's going to happen. Okay, we're not going to rush anything. Oh wow. So I was also looking at gold. If you look here, we have this other block here on gold. So that is why this a little bit push, this push from this other block. But my higher time frame, it's bearish, so I'm going with the higher time frame. I want to see between this level here, between this, I want to see if we can start getting some sell confirmation. Get the sell confirmation, then I'll be targeting this low. Okay, be targeting this low, or if we get maybe some, something like this. I would prefer something like this, because this is already a liquidity. Yeah, this is a low. Prefer something like this. Manipulate, go back up and go back down. I like seeing manipulation in price. So we will see. We will see. I'm not rushing anything on gold. Not rushing anything. I missed. Not like I missed. Excuse me. I made a huge mistake here yesterday. Could have cut this out. Made a huge mistake. And yeah, I had this trade here. I can't remember what I was targeting, but I had this trade here. My stop loss was here. I took this trade based off this breaker that I saw here and higher time frame. We're sitting somewhere here. So I took this trade, went into profit a little bit, then as the news came out, before the news started playing around. But I would lie to you, I didn't lose in this trade because as price came back down here, I looked left and see what was actually going on here. And I think I took like 50 pips or 5 pips, whichever one you call it. I took it, then set my stop loss at this highs here. I brought down my stop loss here. And I was so busy, I could have updated those in my group. I'm sorry for that. Sorry for that. I could have updated them, but I was really, really busy with a student. I was really, really busy with him. So I set my stop loss here. So after the CPI got released, all right, price went up. And later on, we had this entry here, but I didn't take it anymore. I was just so like, I just don't want to get involved anymore. Just don't want to get involved. Let me just let price play, do its thing, and see. We had this massive push down here. So that was it on gold yesterday. Let's see what's, woo, look at it, you see? See what's happening on this. We have this push down here. So as expected, this is my draw on liquidity, as expected. And as I told you, this is an order block, all right? This is an order block. This is an order block, so let's see how far this trade wants to go, if it wants to continue pushing lower, or if we want to have a reversal to the upside. So let's see. Still patient, waiting, patient time. I want you to stay with me, believe in me. Baby, don't you go leaving me. I'm not to rush. My power. Give it to me nice and slow. You'll never see nobody. You'll never see if I. You'll never see nobody else. So that my trade was here. 19. Okay, so you guys, as you guys can see, we already swept this low, which was previous day low, right? Was a previous day low, so we already swept it. Oh, good, keep pushing. Use this as a nice support. Anyways, as you can see, we swept this. We already at this. We can. Okay, I said swept. We don't know if it's swept or not yet because there's no confirmation that we're reversing, right? So we're just gonna see what wants to happen, right? Let's just see what's if price wants to continue going down or want to reverse, right? So let's just be patient and wait. Let me start marking out this. I have a fair value gap here. We still have 1 minute before it closes. There's no fair value gap. There's no fair value gap here. All right, let's see if price push on a higher time frame. Let's see if it pushes and start creating a fair value gap. That's when I'm going to trust the sell more. And I'll come back tomorrow and look for a continuation. All right. So, but for now, I'm just going to, I have my plans coming in today. So I'm just going to look for this. And yep. It's true. True love. Dangerous. True love. With me, with me, with me, with me. Every day you do with me, with me.
Perfect pasta can never have too much Parmalat cheese. That's like saying you have too much money, because everything needs Parmalat cheese.
Afino, can't sign them. Ooh, gold, it's flying. Gold is flying. let's see if it wants to close above this. It has closed. There's a tiny fair value gap here inside here. Let's see if it wants to close above this, then push up higher. If you close above this and create a new fair value gap, bullish fair value gap, that means that there could be a push higher, you know. But this is a protected high. We don't want to see it go above this. If it goes above this, that means we're turning bullish. Let me actually see what's on the weekly. Let me see what's on the weekly on gold. Okay, you can see on the weekly, we're actually inside a weekly fair value gap. You can see we're inside a weekly fair value gap. Okay, fair value gap hasn't been tested before. So it's high probability that we might start seeing a reversal from here. All right, let me actually, okay, can start seeing a reversal from here. Let me let this go. Let me let this go. You can start seeing a possible reversal from here, and you can see also we swept the liquidity here. Liquidity was swept here. So, but now we have to align this weekly with 4 hour and see what we will get on the 4 hour. See, this is the importance of high time frame. Let's say I didn't see my high time frame and I started forcing this sell. Though I called out the sell in my group, called out the sell, we're looking for sell. Yeah, though there was a buy setup here. There was a little buy setup here, which I scalped it a little bit. There's a buy setup here. I just scalped it from here to this level here, and I closed my trade. So I wanted to see a sell here, that's why I closed my trade. But gold has been selling for a long time now, okay? Gold has been selling for a long time. So if we start seeing those bullish PDRAs being formed, then we can trust that. Let's see what's happening on Nasdaq. Ooh, Nasdaq is here. So for Nasdaq, we're starting to see some push up here. We're starting to see some push. It's respecting this bearish PDRAs. So let's see if we can catch some trade from here. If we close above this and form a fair value gap, then it's a buy for me. I'll be targeting this highs. I'll target this highs up here. So let's see. Let me actually also go on 15 minutes and see what 15 minutes is doing. Okay, nothing yet on 15 minutes. Nothing yet on 15 minutes. This is my 15 minutes. We just had the sweep here on 15 minutes. Baby. Excuse me, 5 minutes. Let me go do something back. Baby. My baby. Feel your vibe. Tell me what's in your mind. Your sides. Okay, there. We want to see what wants to happen here. Gold is still pushing. Just let it push. You can keep pushing. If we start having a fair value gap here, on bullish fair value gap, because we're still in the sell zone, so we can't be ahead of our shadow. And on Nasdaq, we're still bearish. On 5 minutes, we're still bearish, so nothing yet. Even though we had this inversion fair value gap, we're still bearish. Okay? Feel your vibe. Get together. Far away. Feel your vibe. Tell me what's in your mind. So as you can see, price came back and it didn't even create any fair value gap going up higher. Okay, so though this could be entry for some people, but I like to see my things complete because all higher time frame are still bearish. Okay, all higher time frame are still bearish, so I can just take a buy just based off one time frame and to align everything together. And it's good that we close bullish here. So sorry, let me see, did this close bullish or bearish? I can't even see this candle. Oh, it's bearish. It's bearish. I don't know what they call this candle, if it's the candle that they call hammer, but I know it's a rejection of there. I don't trade candles, I trade structure. So let's see, we'll start seeing bullish order block here, and we can trust this buy. I'm looking for something like this. This is not a buy, is it buy stop or buy limits? Not a buy stop. Okay, if when price come here, I want to see a pullback back into the order block, and it depends on how we close here and see if we creating those bullish fair value gaps or not. Also, I'm gonna keep my eyes on 15 minutes also, because if this trade is gonna go up, we can also start seeing some signatures on 15 minute. So now you can see closing above. I mean, we going above it. Let's see if we just want to grab liquidity, or that could be our buy trade. Also remember, if you have to take this trade with me, you should call your financial advisor to ask him if this is okay to take. For me, this is just for educational purpose only. Even me, I can't be my financial advisor, so I can't even be yours. So you should call your financial advisor and ask him if this is okay to take. You can call him now before this candle will close. All right, before we start seeing those bullish momentum. And now I'm still chilling. Turn off the lights. I need that energy tonight. Yeah. Baby, take it this time. We don't wanna end up hurting tomorrow. Temporary, I can't decide how much of my love can you borrow. Tighten up, baby, yes, I fell for you almost. Try my best to build you up from the bottom. So looking at 2 minutes here, there was a nice push-up entry here, but as I said, I don't take lower time frame entry unless if everything is bullish. If all my higher time frame were bullish, then I could take this, but it's not bullish, so I can just take this. You can see, got up here, playing around. So if all higher time frame were bullish, could have seen a massive move to the upside, and we just swept liquidity coming into New York. So what is the chance that price wants to go break this and start going up? I don't know, but we will see. And you can see how this 5 minutes is closing. It's not closing above it yet. Banjo. Let's see. I think it's safe to take this buy. It's safe to take this buy. But let's wait for this other candle to close. Let's see how it closes. Then on the pullback, I want to see it close above this a little bit. Since we don't have a bullish fair value gap, or if this creates a fair value gap, then we can trust it and buy this. Okay? I'll be targeting these highs, and this liquidity is here. The only reaction here of gold. My banjo. Oh, na na na. My banjo. There you go. Sorry, I just ate something and it's bothering my throat. Also, I need to see how this candle would close. Want to close bullish. This is 1 hour. 1 hour is lining up with 5 minutes. Amazing grace, oh no. Say nobody. Nobody. I want to see if this fair value gap, little one will remain open here. It's gonna be a signature. Telling me, okay, we're gonna push higher. Let's see if it remains open. Tulimani, O'Shea, O'Shea. Oh bad, oh bad. And we're below the midnight opening, so we'll see. When you know what you're waiting for in the market, trading becomes a lot easier. Yay. These highs are too smooth for me, so I like to see them go. Yay. Next thing. Let's try 5. Time on you. Calling up. Every day, every day, So I need to see a run here. Excuse me. I don't know what's wrong with my throat. I had some peanuts just now. It's been bothering my throat. Sorry about that, guys. So let's see. Pulling back on this. I'm going in. Going in on this. Right. And you can see we have a tiny fair value gap here. So I also have like 40 minutes before this will close. So let's see. It's true. So, calling them. When you know what you're waiting for in the market, trading becomes a lot easier. Wait for it. If you don't see it, on to the next one. Let me know. The price is leaving this fair value gap behind, which is a good thing. A good thing. If you leave it behind and go up, that's a good thing. know, and I know, and I know, and I know that you for me. I know. Still have 11 minutes before this candle close, so somewhere else. Okay, I'm looking at 15 minutes. 15 minutes is already giving us the bullish vibe here. It's already giving us this bullish vibe here, so then likely see this get taken. So it's giving us the bullish vibe here already. You can see we swept this, and we're giving us a reversal. I can see this. I wanted to see a run here, but this is not low resistance, right? No resistance because there's still a fair value gap here. So, but if there was none, maybe if price was like this, could have seen like a nice run. Could have seen a nice run up to it because a lot of stop loss will be there, but it's only one stop loss here, which price has taken. You can see I had a nice run here to take this stop loss. Then these other ones, I know, nothing here. There's no stop loss placed here. So we'll see if price wants to come back here. Right, no stress. Maybe some climax. Right now. Let's also see if this will leave this open. Let's see if it's gonna leave it open. Make we drink up our enemies. Our enemies. No stress. Need some love. Need some love. If you want, think I'll come. Oh, Amina, make me drink up our remedy. Prayer for your enemies. I want to see how we'll trade inside this week, but I have nothing to do with it. I just want to see. Just want to see if we're gonna reject or come in for this fair value gap. But besides, this is already a breaker here. This is already a breaker. This high here, it's a breaker. But if you go on lower time frame, you will see it as a breaker. Let's see. It's a breaker. This is a breaker too. So no stress. I just don't like so many confluence on my trade, you know. But this, you can see the way we rejected 15%, 50% of this week, right? It's something, but it doesn't go with my style of trading, so I don't add it in it. Because I trade more of higher time frame. Understand? So, yep. Thanks to you. Sesame. Kini wahala, kini stress me. Stress me. Destiny. Sexy. 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 Everybody bless me. Yeah. Ooh. About that. Maybe sexy. Let me see this range. It's 50%. It's somewhere here. So I'd like to see price trade at least to this 50%. Remember, I told you that we're still bearish on higher time frame, right? We're still bearish. If we're bullish, I could have been seeing some nice run up here, but we're still bearish. So, but still, 15 minutes it's looking, sorry, 5 minutes is looking bullish, and 15 minutes is looking giving some retracement vibe already. So if we can have this fair value gap, then this fair value gap could push price higher. But already, we already have an order block here on 15 minutes. So if price wants to continue going higher, it should respect this order block here, going higher, right? At least push higher. But this is not a high probability of the block. A high probability of that block should have been this one. Should have been this one. So this is just gonna create liquidity going up, create liquidity going up, or this kind of choppy move going up, but it's still a move, So let's see how this will play. Make you feel alright. 1, 2 nights. You can see price is closing this fair value gap, so we're not having that strong movement because remember, this fair value gap wasn't properly filled. So it's not a low resistance liquidity. So we're going to trust this and take our first entry here, then take second entry here, then see how this goes. Then we're going to collapse everything down here. All right? I'm going to collapse everything down here. Feel alright. My mind. 1, 2 nights. 1, 2 nights. Feel alright. In my mind. 2 nights. If price can at least come back to this midnight open, I don't know, maybe I didn't draw this correctly, but I think it's correct. So because price was almost close to it, so if it can come back to it, that's fine. You're what you need. Yeah, we can add second entry here. Add second entry here. But this 15 minutes is not looking so good. Could have loved to see it close first. Could have loved to see it close up here. But again, we still have this massive rejection here. So let's see. It comes back here. Price came from this breaker and rejecting down, but we swept this. So coming from a coming from a sell side, then rejecting off this. Oof, that's not a good thing, but you know, we just have to take all the trade and let them play out. So we're not going to be looking for too much run. Just a little run is fine. Little run, maybe back to this highs or back to this is fine. As long as price is still inside this other block, still okay. So now I have my entries here. I'm just going to let this play and see what happens. So I have my entry from here. I'm targeting this and this. Makachukwu, we're making it over the bar. See the way 15 minutes close. It didn't close above this, but this doesn't mean anything. You understand? It doesn't mean anything. Still fine. Maybe if this next candle can close above this. So let me remove this thing. Trumpet, blow, blow, blow down your trumpet, blow, blow, sample your trumpet, blow, 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 yo, 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 mommy, yo. I would like to see it close above this. This is gonna tell me that, okay? It's likely to run up here and here and here. The entire body, oh. Do me small, small though. Him no be rubbish. Make it blow, blow, blow. Blow, 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 daddy, yo. Mommy, yo. Mama, yo. Blow, blow. I want to see it close back up here. Close back up here. There we go. Senpai, senpai. Water. Jerry, 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 Jerry. Taking that pepper. Senpai, senpai. Senpai, water. Jerry, 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 Jerry. Taking that pepper. Blow, blow. Blow, 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 blow. Blow your trumpets. Blow your trumpets. Okay, I like the way this candle closed. I like the way it closed. Let's look at 1 minute. This is the only time I go on lower time frame to see what's actually happening. And we're having a fair value gap here. Let's see if it's gonna push price or price want to come take out this, then continue going higher. But I don't see anything wrong with this trade. Everything is okay with it. Just that we still bearish on higher time frame. So you can see 1 minute here. We have a fair value gap. Let's see if it wants to push price higher. Kill my vibe. Make until the morning. Softly now. Yeah, let me see how we closed on 1 hour. Ooh, that's not a nice closure. 1 hour didn't close well. It didn't close well. This is a low probability trade. It's a low probability trade, but we still have our 5 minute. Let's see how this 5 minute. Let's see how this 5 minutes is gonna play out. Okay, let's see how this 5 minutes is gonna play out. So the trade might take longer. If it's gonna play out, it might take longer. Maybe you might want to come take out this low. So, but whichever one that it wants to do, it's all good. This setup was a nice setup. Was a nice setup. I don't see anything wrong with it. This 1 hour, I didn't like the way 1 hour closed, but 15 minutes closed well. This first candle closed well, and I don't like the way this bearish one closed. So I could have liked to see price close above this fair value gap, you know, but it didn't. Let's see if it's still gonna close above it. So everything is just showing me weakness, 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 bullish weakness, but and as I told you earlier, this is not a low resistance. It's not a low, it's very high resistance. We can see this breaker here. We can see fair value gap wasn't properly closed. So let's see how far this wants to go down here. So I like to mark out my fair value gap, even though I'm not gonna trade it. I want to see how we close above them, you know, because I'm just gonna monitor my trade and see. Still in a little bit profit here, just 10 pips. Get time. Maybe I'll kill my vibe. Let's see what's happening on gold. So once it's New York section, after New York section, gold is just gonna slow down. So I think it make more sense to look for setup from tomorrow on gold. I have a fair value gap here. After this support level got tested, I have a fair value gap here. So let's see how he wants to trade on this fair value gap. So we're still getting a push here, but I want to see it close above this, or close above this one at least. Now I want to see it close above this one. You can see price is closing below the top of this other block. Maybe if we can create some kind of liquidity to up here, I don't mind. I don't see this price going here impulsively. I don't see it going up here impulsively. I don't see that. If it managed to come up even to this midnight open, I'm good. I'm closing my trade. I'm done for the day. So one more level to close above, then we'll see. Like that. Yeah, it's too mean. Let me see if I already got 1-to-1. It's not even up to 1-to-1 yet. Could have taken some profit and lock the rest, because I don't like this trade anymore. But I'm just gonna hold, you know, just gonna hold and see what happens. Yeah. gold buy was actually better. It was actually better. Let me see. Okay, we have the price is not even closing above this fair value gaps. Right? It's not even above this other block. If we can get a close above this other block, that could be something. That could give us like okay, price could be going up. Okay, we close above this small fair value gap inside here. I still want to see 1 hour. I still want to see 1 hour close bullish. Give us a nice bullish candle, a nice one. Give us a nice bullish candle. But again, if we draw out this here, right? This is already a nice close, right? If we draw out this here, this one is already a nice closure. So, but we still want to see something. Still want to see more signatures, you know.
Perfect pasta. You never have too much parmalat cheese. That's like saying you have too much money. Because everything needs parmalat cheese.
I still trust the trade. I still trust it. I still trust it. Excuse me. You can see we close above this small fair value gap here. Very close above it. I'm not worried about this one. It was this one that it's in my mind. Not worried about this one. It's this one, this small one inside here. And on 1 minute, there was a fair value gap that I pointed out. Yeah, I think it held a little bit, but the resistance from all up here, it's something else. If we're on the wrong side, it's fine. We're gonna fix it next time. Let's see if he wants to come deep, come tap this one more time to push up. Shy with you nights. What are they? Honestly, it doesn't make sense selling from here down here. It could happen, but for me, it doesn't make sense. If I want to sell Nasdaq, I will sell it from below here. I will be looking for Nas sell from below this fair value gap. That's where I'll be looking for sells from. As we are rejecting this, I want to be looking for buy up there. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know, it will work more time than it will fail. That is what I'm looking for in trading. You can see as we closed above this fair value gap, we're having more rejections, to go up, Remember, guys, if price managed to get up here, close your trade and call it a day, because price could be chopping, going. It won't be like a smooth run. You understand? Going up if it's gonna go up. just like in a small pips profit, just small pips. So I'm gonna risk this from here. Maybe start closing some of my loss if price get here, because I'm more focused on my stop loss than my profit. So you can see price is rejecting this again. So let's see. So I can see we have this candles. Unless if price start closing below this now, then it's possibility that we could be going down. But for now, I don't see any bearish signatures yet. Can we at least get some run up, Nasdaq? Let me see what's going on S&P. Well, S&P is looking good. It's looking good, and we have SMT here with Nasdaq. We have SMT here with Nasdaq. We have SMT here with Nasdaq. Nasdaq took out the low, while this one didn't take out its low. So let's see if that will be more confluence for this thing to push up. I don't like the way this 15-minute closed. I don't like the way it closed. Now it's giving me like we're having a rejection from here. I don't like the way it closed. But let's see. Just this candle was the thing for me. This candle, which I could have loved to see a rejection up here. I would love to see this close above here, but nobody. Nobody now. We're still inside the 5 minutes order block, so we're just gonna trust it. Every song, no lie, no lie. I can feel the way. I can feel the way. That is rejection. It's a nice run after this other block. If we can close above this bearish candle now, if we can close above it, then we can use it as a support to go higher. Now it's in between this and this. It's in between this fair value gap up here and this. Nas has been doing this like recently. It's gonna create a fair value gap up there and one down there and be bouncing off too. So if you were selling off here, this could have been your entry. This could have been your entry here, but I don't want to sell that. I don't want to sell that. So this could be your entry. You're targeting something down here, but I don't want to sell it. But it was a nice setup for sell, because price reacted off this breaker, right? But price also swept there, so I'm not gonna sell this. I'd rather take a loss on this buy than to sell this. looking the bullish or bearish. Sorry, I have to zoom this to see what it is. It's actually nothing. Nothing. Sweep high, sweep low. Actually nothing. So let's see what the next candle will be. Closing below this one again. I think the sellers are winning for now. They are winning for now. Patience, patience, patience. Oh, gold keep pushing up. Gold keep pushing up. How far can this push on gold? Gold just keep pushing up. Can Nasdaq also push up like that? After this huge run on Nasdaq, Nasdaq decided to take a break. Had this huge run and decided to take a break here. You can see here we still have this 4-hour bearish candle, which is one of the thing that is holding NAS. On 1 hour, we already have this rejection. Okay, so if I wanted to sell NAS, I'll be looking for sell from, I won't even look for sell from here. I will look for sell from below here, but not today. It's not gonna be today. Today I came in bullish. Let's see if this candle will close above. If it's gonna close above here, then we should see a run up to this new midnight open and a run up to here. So as I mentioned earlier, this is not a low resistance liquidity, right? Because there is still a fair value gap here. So that's one of the reasons why price pushed lower. And you can see we have the breaker here, okay, tricking many sellers to sell off here, those who trade pattern. But we're not going to sell that because we expect it to break, right? So, but even if price take us out, we're still going to look for this setup another day, right? So you can see massive rejection again from that fair value gap. Let's see. I want to see price close. If we start closing above that fair value gap, then it's a good thing. And above this bearish candle, then we can use this bearish candle as a support to push higher. Remember, as I said, if this price will go up, we'll be seeing all those liquidity. To be creating liquidity, it's not going to be a straight run because there's no liquidity here. The liquidity is hidden. There's too much liquidity up here for price to take, all right? But it has swept a huge liquidity on higher time frame. Here, it has swept a huge liquidity, so we expect it to, at least even if it's 50% push to the upside, should give us that. Okay, since we created that 1 minute fair value gap, remember when I pointed out this 1 minute fair value gap, right? I'd be like, maybe if you wanted to take the entry, you could have from here. You can see that has been pushing, but I don't trade 1 minute. I don't trade 1 minute. So maybe you could have traded this to this level. Maybe by now you could be locking your profit here after the whole choppy thing. Whenever you want to take a trade, you should look left. Look left and see what's going on the left hand side. See if there's a high resistance liquidity, like low resistance liquidity. See, price is already closing inside. Closing inside. Let's see if it's gonna close outside. It has tapped it like many times. Because trust me, if people, those sellers are gonna sell from here, right? They're gonna sell from here because of this. So let's see who will win, if the sellers or the buyers. You know, I just wanna hold you down. So yeah, we closed above this. So I would like to see price not going below this again. I don't want it to go below this. I want it to respect it. I would like to see it respected. Though we didn't close above the wick, but still something. And did we sweep any liquidity here? Let's see. Not really, but this candle could act as a fair value gap. This candle will act as a fair value gap. Remember I said it earlier. You can see we rejected 50% of it, trying to push this price higher. So, and you can see it's lining up with us. So let's treat it as a fair value gap and see how it goes. So for those who took the buys from here, if you're no longer comfortable, you can take some profit and lock your trade here. You can lock your trade below this order block. Okay, we're going to treat this as an order block. You can lock your profit here, take some profit, and let's see how this runs. Because we're still in the seller's territory. We're still in the seller's territory. Let's see if this holds and push price higher, then yeah. But for now, I'm actually delete this. And let's see how this one goes. There's no much liquidity here. The only liquidity that we have now is this 2. Let's see if price wants to come for them. Wants to come for them, and we'll see. Yes. Not so nice. And again, price closed above this other block, right? So that's one of the things that I was mentioning that I wanted to see, like for it coming back up that high, because it's also a high closing above it. So that's something that I wanted to see, and I want to see this other block support price higher. I also want to see a better closure of 1 hour candle. I want to see 1 hour close like this, and yeah. So I just want to take some profit inside this fair value gap. Let me take some profit and lock my other trade here. Sometimes when price is not giving you that massive push, you start considering taking something off the market. Take some profit off. Then tomorrow is another day. Okay, tomorrow is another day. When higher time frame is bullish, then we can get a better run. Okay, so looking at this thing, we can also see a fair value gap here. We can also see a fair value gap. This is one of the things that I do teach. When there's a fair value gap here, when there's a fair value gap and price close above it, creating this other block, this is a nice point of interest. We don't want to see price go below it. If you go below it, everything is already messed up, right? It's either it creates this other block or it creates a new fair value gap to push price higher. So those two things, we want to see one. So now we're seeing one here, and we want to see price push higher, at least to this high and this inversion. Ooh, gold is pushing. It's still pushing. Let's see. Okay, this one closed bullish, right? Is this bullish or what? These candles, I don't like them. All these indecision candles, I don't like them at all. Price is back here again. I didn't expect to still be on the charts till this time, but after I started seeing the way price swept that low, yeah, expected to be a little bit longer. So let's see. I want to see like if it can give us like a nice run here. Is there liquidity on lower time frame? There is nothing on lower time frame. There's nothing on lower time frame. I don't know if it's someone else is using my trading view, because these things that I do get, it means like it's opening up on another computer. I don't know if someone else is using my trading view. Maybe I got hacked. My computer got hacked. Or if they hacked me, there's nothing in my computer. So so on set my break even here, so I'm not risking anything anymore on this trade. I'm on break even here, so if I can see this, if I can see price run up to here, we're good. We're good. What am I doing? So if I can see price run up to here, fine. Then maybe I could hold a runner to go up here. But yeah, let's see. Still going fine. Still pushing fine. Just what I told you. I told you if price could close above this, then this could push price higher a little bit. So it's still pushing, while this 1 hour is still yet to close. Still have like 27 minutes to close. Or even if it can close above this one. No, I want to see that nice engulfing candle. I'm tempted to touch. There's one small other block, but it's not an order block because it didn't do much, didn't push much, but there's something here. Maybe if price get here, I might take more profit. Because the way this thing is doing, maybe it's creating liquidity to go up there to tap on that. If you get up there, I might take more profit. So it's rejecting the 50%. Rejecting the 50%. Just as what I told you earlier. Nasdaq just keep creating bullish and bearish PDRAs. Bullish and bearish, and it will be bouncing off two, then be going one side. Before you know it, what's the time? Okay, is it? Oh, okay. We still have like 30 minutes before lunchtime. Maybe after lunch we can start seeing some push to the upside or to the downside. Our price is still 50-50. Remember, high time frame are all still bearish. High time frame are still bearish. High time frame that I mean from 4 hour. 4 hour is still bearish, pulling back. Then daily is bullish. Daily is bullish because we're still inside this bullish fair value gap until we disrespect it. So Oh, look at the way this is closing. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't look nice. Doesn't look nice. Doesn't look nice at all. I think this might be a break-even trade. We're back inside this other block again. Back inside the other block. See, if this candle had gone up to close above here, by now this trade could have been here or here. But with all this, it's liquidity, liquidity, liquidity. See, price came for this liquidity, came for this one. No, I don't know if he wants to come for this also. I don't know. So we'll see. Asai. For this life. I think if price wants to continue lower, right? At least maybe it should get up here. Maybe it should play around, get up here. Take this liquidities if he wants to push lower. That's what I think. But what I think doesn't matter. What I think doesn't matter. I'm just gonna trade what I see at the moment. Yeah. But trust me, this is a nice setup. You understand? Just that it's not going well. It's not pushing today, but it's a nice setup. When you take your trade and price push away from your entry and going up, no matter how slow it is, you understand? Once there's a push, okay, even if it push and come back, that is a nice entry. You understand? You should do it again next time. Don't try to like, what mistake did I make? And this is no. The only thing there is that higher time frame is still bearish. That is the only thing. Okay, but it's a nice entry point. Nice. I can see this is an order block. Okay, so yeah. And I told you also, if we wanted to sell Nasdaq, this could have been the entry for sell. But I don't see any order block, any bearish order block on 5 minutes to sell Nasdaq. I don't see. I need to align order block with my fair. I just don't sell off any fair value gap, and I just don't trade off anywhere. Okay, just don't trade off anywhere. You have to select my trade. If I see 2 setups, 3 setups, I would take all of them. I would take all of them because they're all with my buyers. You know, they're all going with my buyers. Okay, I need to take some profit. I wanted to take some profit up here. Let's see. That's fair enough. That's a good trade. Taking 30 pips. It's a fair trade. It's not a fair. It's a good trade. Many people didn't see 30 pips today. Okay, we're there. Ooh. I didn't actually close the trade yet. Let's see if it will bounce. Okay. You can hear that, right? Bam. Let me take more profit. I just want to leave little one to just run. Let me take more profit. Can you hear that, right? So let's leave one runner. I want to leave this runner till the end of the day, or till here. I'm just gonna collapse it and I'm done. Woo. This entry was massive. It was a nice entry. Like, it was a nice entry. Like, it was a nice entry, which I'm actually done already for today. After this, I'm done for today. Gonna set my my stop loss is already at break even. Already at break even. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, just trying to update my group, other group. I hope you didn't sleep on it, because before we started, I had this other one. So guys, I'm actually done already for today. I'm done. Just gonna let this play, and I'm just gonna let this play. If it gets up here, fine. If it doesn't get up there, fine. So enjoy the rest of your day. And as I told you, if this price is gonna go up, it's gonna create a lot of liquidity. It's gonna create a lot of liquidity going up. Then at some point, it could come back for it and sweep it before maybe the final push up or whatever. So yeah. So yeah, as I told you, I'm gonna also post this on my YouTube, post it on YouTube, so that if other people wants to watch and see how I got this trade, then they can watch too. All right, bye for now.